In The Man Who Knew Too Little. Please welcome Peter Gallagher. Thanks for coming back on the show.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Especially since last time, I don't know if you recall.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. Yeah.
Last time Peter was on the show, we had a fire in NBC that day before, and this studio, I think, burned to the ground and was completely destroyed. And we did our show out of the Today Show set, and Andy and I wore V-neck sweaters, and it was a big fiasco. But you were a good sport about the whole thing.
Well, the show had to go on. It was a little rough. I think Bryant, Katie, and Matt used up most of the comedy in that room before we got there.
Yeah, right. All the best sketches had already been done, but we forged ahead.
Kind of felt like a little doggy in the window.
Yeah,
but
it was a freak show. But this is an exciting project for you. You're working with Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, I play his brother, and you know, and he's a great guy. He's like, it's a very funny movie. He's so funny. I'm not funny. He's funny. He's really funny.
But you provide the dryness that allows him to be funny. Is that what I'm going for here?
Yeah, that's good.
Just trying to help you out somehow.
Nah, beyond that point.
Yeah, it's all downhill.
Yeah, I set it up. He comes to visit me in London, and it's so funny. He's so funny.
So what's he like? What's he like when you're just hanging around with him?
Well, you know, he's a great guy, and like every great person I've worked with, he's so smart to work with and so generous, and plus he golfs, so we had fun. You know, we did a little golfing. We had some fun. We went to after the first couple of days of rehearsal, I asked one of the guys, "Is there a driving range around here?"
And this is in England.
London. In London, England, and it's in winter. I said, "Yeah, there's one down the street." I said, "Billy, go hit some balls afterwards." He says, "Great, all right, good." And so we went to the driving range, and it was in a rail yard, and there was no hint of green anywhere. I mean, it was kind of a spooky place, really well run, and very nice people working there, and it wasn't very busy. We got there, it was kind of the end of the day, and there weren't too many people around, and so Bill and I tried to play some, imaginary golf. You know, we'd tee off on the first hole, Peter Gallagher's 520-yard par 5. It's a dog-leg left, he's over the water, he's taking the club back nice and slow. You know, we're doing the whole thing, we play, and I felt behind, as I was watching him play, we're just playing, I felt this gust of wind behind me. There's a guy slashing the air with a club, not making any contact. I look around, and he's with another guy, and they look like criminals. They were kind of scary. They were kind of thinking, oh, this is great.
And you're in a railway yard, too.
Yeah, and it's dark, and there's nobody else around, and it's the guy clearly didn't grow up around golf. I didn't know if he, and I'm thinking, great. I lure Bill into an inner city driving range, and it becomes like a killing field after 11. And and I think, oh, this is my claim to fame. I got Bill Murray killed, and so I'm looking at these guys and thinking, God, this is like scary. And all of a sudden, I feel Bill right next to me. He says, "All right, give me a pound." And he's talking to one of these guys. The guy's hacking it. And no, give me a pound right now. What do you got on you? I need some money from you. And I'm thinking, Bill, I don't know if this guy really grew up with TV or movies,
Right.
The recognition thing might not really work in this instance.
Right.
And before I knew it, he just walked over, took the club away from the guy. "Come on, I need some money from you. What do you got, a couple of shillings? You got a couple of pence?" And he says, "Because you need a golf lesson. You can't swing this club again until you've got a lesson, pal, and you got to pay for it, or it's not gonna count." So he said, and they're looking around, and he pulled out 2 pence. And within 5 seconds, I don't think the guy had any idea who Bill was, and within 5 seconds he was rolling with laughter and hitting the ball.
So Bill Murray taught this guy how to play golf.
He did in 5 seconds, and I'm sitting there the whole time thinking, oh, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yeah,
You're real gloom, but you say that in every situation. You were saying that the whole Today Show interview. I remember it. We're gonna die. Every time you're on the show, I make this comment, but you're one of those guys who you just have those sort of classic.
I know. You always go there.
But he has that kind of one of those guys who's so good looking it makes you laugh, but in a nice way. Seriously, it's like I see him and I just go, that's ridiculous. It's crazy. Someone's that good looking. It's comical to me. I'm sorry, but but I'm serious. And you're one of those people. It's maddening to me who claims that but I was a real geek in school.
I was. I see. You don't believe me, but
no, I don't. I think you always got the girls.
It's not true. I was when I was growing up. My eyebrows, my lips were the same size, and my face was smaller. And I was blind, so I had these, so I still think of myself as this, total dweeb.
You had to grow into those features?
Absolutely. In fact, I brought a picture this time, and it's not even with the glasses.
This is what is this, high school?
Yeah, it's like
Can you see that,
I was
Liz?
working
I'm just curious
at a wedding.
Right.
So thank God for your makeup department here. That's all I can say. She was tweezing for about an hour and a half.
They broke the monobrow. It was very good.
Yeah, it keeps threatening to return.
Now, you have children.
I
know this because, I ran
into...
you're the only guy I ever run into who's in show business. The rest avoid me. But I ran into you in an airport.
We're the only guys that shop at Siemens.
Does everyone have to know that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God.
But,
Aqua leather conversation pits for all.
Yeah, we like it there.
Those vinyl socks went over big, didn't they?
I still enjoy mine, but you have 2 kids, am I right?
Yes, I do, yeah. A 7-year-old and a 4-year-old.
A 7-year-old and a 4-year-old?
4-year-old, yeah.
Do you, because you're traveling constantly, for your film work, do you take them with you? Do you leave them behind? How does it work?
Oh, yeah, no, we have like a 2-week rule where we're never apart for more than 2 weeks. So if I come back, sometimes it got stretched a couple times to 3 weeks, but because otherwise it's too weird, you can go off and never land. And so if I got to come back, they come with me, and so they come travel with me. They've been all over movie sets and all over the place. We were down about, I guess about 3 years ago. My son, who was 4 then, we were down in Austin, Texas. And you go to all these different parts of the country, and it's really great. And we were driving in the car, and on the radio there's this song. I like it, I love it, I want some more of it. I try, and it's going on, and I was laughing at my wife. And my son peeps up from the back. He says, "I know what they're singing about."
How old is he again?
He's 4.
He's
4
4.
years old. I'm driving, and my wife is over there, and I look at each other. And my wife says, "Well, oh really, Jamie? Oh, what are they singing about?" Easy, Milky Ways.
The best thing he can imagine.
Oh, couldn't be anything else. I like it, I love it, I want some more of it.
Oh.
It's a no-brainer.
Oh, man. The Man Who Knew Too Little opens tomorrow, and Peter, we love it when you drop by.
Oh, I love
Come by again. And remember,
so
so handsome, it's comical. That's your new line. Peter Gallagher, Reggie McFadden coming up. We'll be right back.
Won't you